Well, like Chuck and Ann, they are amazing. They have bought a bunch of buildings on Main Street, have refurbished them, put businesses in. They're leaders, they're business leaders. The community knows that, and so they look to the First National Bank for leadership when they want to do something. Chuck and Ann have made a big difference in Miami.
They have an intuitive understanding, the Neal family, that what we do to make other people's lives better makes all of our lives better. And in a sense, it's corporate responsibility before it was popular, but also it's just good business. And in that way, they have really helped the community come through some really rough times.
You know, they're pretty humble people, really, and you can see that in the way they carry themselves. You see that in the way they live their lives and the way the bank is out there in the community. You know, they're not, their name is there, always supporting, but they're not asking for their name to be at the top. So, you know, I think that they appreciate the honor and they respect it for what it means, what it says about them and says about the bank. But they're not seeking glory for their own, you know, their own personal sense of it. They just genuinely want to do what they can to help in the community.
One of the things that we did when we did the Tar Creek Superfund relocation of Pitcher and Carden, which was, you know, 500 to 600 families, was we faced a real housing shortage here in the county, and there was also a lag time between when people were approved for their funding and when they got their funding. And in the course of that, people were having trouble putting money down to buy new houses. And in particular, some people just didn't have it. So the First National Bank, of their own volition, came out and started a bridge loan program where they would front people the money so they could go put money down on a new home. And in the course of that, they did it, you know, basically without charging any fees. They did it for anyone regardless of credit risk, and, you know, I think it really speaks to their community spirit and desire to help people.
Not only do they look to, you know, serve the community through their bank here, but in all kinds of generous ways, you know, within the community. And then the things that the Neals do, both behind the scenes and in public ways, you know, is just something that I admire on a personal level.
In fact, there's very little that happens in this town that's of community service or charitable cause that the First National Bank is not involved in.